Namaste and welcome to my channel, The Astro Universe. Today I'll be talking about the four Lagnas Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. How will be your June 2024? For many of us, this Jupiter has started to give its result, especially if any of your natal planet is placed in Taurus sign and it is in the starting degrees of from 1 to 5 degrees. So especially for these people, they will see a lot of effect in the early 2 3 months. So now, before I begin, I would like to tell you that this transit of Jupiter, basically what it means, Jupiter is considered as a Jeev Karak. So Jeev Karak planet definitely will affect the Jeev. Jeevs are all the beings. Human beings are considered as Jeevs in our Vedic astrology. Whether you study BNN, whether you study Parashar, whether you study any astrology, KP astrology, this is considered as Jeev planet. So whenever a Jeev is born, that means you are born. Jupiter triggers planet Jupiter is considered very important and crucial in defining many of your things. Suppose if I talk about the BNN, over there, Jupiter can be taken as the Lagna. Wherever Jupiter is placed, it can be considered as your Lagna. And from there, several things can be calculated, like your how many brothers and sisters you have, what your mother does, what your father does, what kind of lifestyle you will have, whether you will have proper education or the higher education, career, everything. So this Jupiter get activated three times in your life: when you are born, second time when you get married along with Venus, and when a child is born in your life. Now this Jupiter is transiting in the Taurus sign, so all the Jeeves are going to focus in the areas related to Taurus sign, the characteristics of Taurus. So Taurus is basically all about the stability of money, family, and food, and it will aspect Virgo sign, Scorpio sign, and the Capricorn sign. So these are also going to get affected. Any planet, natal planet placed in your chart is definitely going to see major effects in your life. Now talking about Aries Lagna, for you, your Lagna Lord Mars will be there in the Aries sign. Whenever Lagna Lord is there in the Lagna, then that means your personality, your persona gets amplified, and somewhere, because Mars is there in the first house, your aggression, your energy is going to boost up at this time in the positive direction. Unless you start fighting with people, this energy will definitely trigger you to start some athletic work or some exercise or routine, especially routine exercise in your life. Maybe you start gymming, or any sport activity, you start any sport activity. So that also can trigger, and even you will see, definitely see a lot of energy in you. Okay, so you can utilize this because it's the eighth house lord also. So somewhere this will bring a lot of transformation in your personality and mind. Now, talking about Mercury. Mercury will be first in the Taurus sign till 14 June, 13, 14 June. Over there in the Taurus sign, Jupiter will also be there. Sun and Venus will also be there. These planets will get conjunct in your second house. So somewhere it is talking about that your major focus this time will be on your money, family, food. So you might start eating a lot of good cuisines at this time, especially sweet. Along with that, because Venus is here, Jupiter is here, Mercury, the lord of your third house and your sixth house, some new transformations, bit of fight, verbal fight can be there, but still some competition, some flow of money in your life. Someone can also get sick at this time in your family. That can be majorly linked with any kind of diabetes, any liver issue, anything related to digestion. All these things can happen because Jupiter and Venus are there in the second house. Even you could be the reason, but because your Lagna is very strong, so this somewhere defines that someone in your family can get sick at this time. And along with that, here Venus is also your seventh house lord, which is sitting in the second house. So somewhere marriage possibilities are also there, because Sun is there, which is the lord of your fifth house. So anyone who want to switch from love marriage to arranged marriage, this is the right time for you. Or anyone who want to find the right partner, or even for the child progeny, this is the very good time. Something is going to expand in your family. Some new member is going to come in your family, either in the form of child or through marriage. Even lot of money is flowing in your account. Okay, this is very good time. And because Jupiter is lord of your ninth and 12th house, some travels definitely to foreign places or far away from your home for higher education, or your any company related matters, for job, everything is possible at this time. This is a very good time. This is far better time than May. So from 14th May, this Mercury will enter the Gemini sign, and Venus will enter Gemini sign on 12th June. Along with that, Sun will also enter on 15th June, with Jupiter placed in the Taurus sign. So this conjunction of Sun, Venus, and Mercury in the third house is very beautiful. Third house, Sun, Mercury makes a Buddha along with Venus. So definitely your willpower and your strength is going to increase. So such people, if they are student, they are going to work very hard, and their intellect will work very good, because they will be able to study properly and get good score in their subjects. Why? Because the three planets of intellect are sitting together, conjunct together, with no hindrance in the next house, in the fourth house. So this is a very good time to score very good marks for you all. Talking about the higher education, for those who want to get into higher education, any area field, then this is the right time to clear any entrance exam or competitive exam. This is a very beautiful time, and it's forming in the third house. So your willpower, strength, energy to initiate something and grasp something. These people become very hardworking if in their studies or something like that, and they have that leadership qualities also. Third house, strong third house, make them leadership, impart them leadership qualities. So this is a very good time for them, even for your younger siblings. Somewhere their neighbors will also support them. And along with that, you can see, because the transit is happening in the third house, and even the lord of your second house and seventh house is transiting at this place. Even the sixth house and third house is lord fifth house. Most of the houses from first to seventh are conjunct, lords are conjunct in the third house. So somewhere, even your spouse, if you're married, even your spouse could be someone who help you initiate your career or even a new business. Okay, at this time you can do that. Not just that, but even at this time you can see, if you have children, they will gain a lot in their life, and they will see a new expansion in their friend circle, and even in their life they will get a lot of opportunities. If you have got children, whether it be in school or in job, they will definitely succeed at this time. It's a very beautiful transit forming in June. Now, talking about Rahu Ketu are transiting in your 12th and 6th. So, whenever Rahu is there in the 12th house, it definitely somewhere help you in connecting with the foreign elements or the foreign countries. But definitely some expenditures are overloaded in your life. When Ketu is sitting in the sixth house, this was somewhere disturbing your daily life. So if you had a set pattern, like from 9 to 5, you are going to go for your job, and then you will come, you will enjoy with your home life and all those things, this Ketu disturbed it completely. Now, with the transit of Jupiter in the Taurus sign, the second house, it will aspect the Ketu sitting in the sixth house. So somewhere, whatever disturbances were there in your daily work, now it will get systematic, and all the disturbances of sixth house will see a new, a fresh, a fresh start. So if you wanted to take a loan or give something on rent, this is the very good time for you all. And even if you were trying for a new job, new career, again Jupiter sitting in the second house is going to support all the people. Okay, even if you were trying the competition, you were not able to clear those competitive exams for higher education or for job, any thing, then this Jupiter transit in the Taurus sign will help you accordingly. So mind it, your Mahadasha Antar and Pityantar also is very important. So first and foremost thing, Mahadasha Antar and Pratyantar, they are like the most important thing of your life to decide what event is going to happen at which time. And the bigger planets like Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, they trigger what exactly and what time it is going to happen. These transits are very particular in deciding how things are going to happen and at what time. So that's the reason you have to keep this in mind. Talking about Saturn being in the 11th house is helping you somewhere gain opportunities for all those people who thought their personality need to change, and they want to see some good changes, either in their, not just in their relationship, in their own persona, in their education, and even in their research work or with in-law. You will see that this Saturn is definitely going to help you. Why? Because Saturn will be aspecting your first house where Mars will be placed. Definitely, your energy will be super high, but Saturn will somewhere try to control it, and it will try to, optimize it in the right direction. So most of you will get very practical, very serious in their life. If talking about the relationship, talking about your education, your creativity, you will see that focus. And even because Scorpio is there in the eighth house, and it is getting affected by several planets like Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, and even when Venus, Sun, and Mercury will be there in the second house, they also will be aspecting it. Even Mars sitting in the first house will be aspecting the Scorpio sign from the eighth aspect. So Scorpio sign, it is getting affected the most in June. So what you need to do is, because eighth house is all about all the transformations, all the hurdles, even the inheritance, even the investments you have done, even the research work, even the foreign travels, even the travels, so everything is denoted by this sign. So what you need to do, if you are seeing some beautiful transformations in your life in June, then mind it, along with those beautiful transits, beautiful transitions, beautiful transformations, you will definitely see some hurdles or some, upheavals that can be little bit, problematic for you in later half of June, maybe if not in June, maybe in July, because ultimately it's eighth house. Eighth house is what? It's the hidden house where anything can happen. So because it's a hidden house, hidden realm of your life, so whether it be good or bad, everything will happen related to Scorpio sign. So this was all for Aries, Lagna, Rashi. Now I will talk about the Taurus. Taurus Lagna. This is another beautiful month for you, I would say, because June is far better than May, especially for Aries and Taurus. This is a very beautiful month. So utilize it for most of your thing. If you want, if you thought about starting a new career, even for higher education, you wanted to get into a relationship, you wanted a child progeny, or even you thought of settling down in your life, or you wanted to get married, so this is the right time. June 2024 for Taurus Lagna, I can see the transit of Mars in the Aries sign. It's such a relief for all the Taurians, because in the 11th house, Rahu and Mars together was somewhere disrupting your social life, because some aggression was there, some disturbance and disruption was definitely there in your social life. But because Mars gently transited on 1st June in the 12th house in its own sign. So there are chances for opportunity of a business through foreign networks. And even not just that, if you wanted to get married, maybe you find a right partner from foreign lands. If not foreign lands, then definitely from different state, working in MNCs, different different states, different countries. That could also be possible at this time. This is a very beautiful transit. You can earn in foreign currency also, some foreign network. Now, the another beautiful transit for you is that the placement of Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, and Sun in the Taurus sign in your first house. What a beautiful transit it is. Four benefic planets sitting in the first house. Your whole focus is there on yourself. Till 14th June, you will be simply focusing on your self growth, your personality, your mind will be only and only focusing on your self development. So many people might assume that you are very arrogant, or even you are very selfish, because you are continuously thinking about yourself. But mind it, after 14th June, the three planets, Sun, Mercury, and Venus, will transit in your second house in the Gemini sign. So till the time these four planets are there in the first house, they will be aspecting the seventh house, especially, which is getting triggered till 14th June. That means the chance of something new like marriage or business can be there in your life. A new business can start, and marriage possibilities. If you are not married, then definitely more marriage possibilities for you. You might find a right partner. And the aspect of Jupiter in the fifth house, seventh house, and ninth house being the lord of your eighth and 11th, definitely. And because Venus is even the lord of your ninth, So some very beautiful transformations happening, which will get you a lot of gains and profits, and even your social circle can increase at this time. But eighth house had the habit of giving hurdles. It will definitely give you some hurdles, but a fresh start is definitely foreseen for you all Taurus people, with lot of gains. Especially money is coming, money is flowing in your direction. Why? Because the second house, sixth house, 11th house lord are sitting in the first house. So this is a very beautiful time. Some hurdles will definitely come. Some loan debts will also be there coming up to you. So you have to pay that. But still, you will be healthy and you will be capable of dealing all this, because ultimately money is coming up to you. Now, when this transit, and for all those people who want to go for higher education, they want to leave their country, they want to start fresh, everything will happen. Your comforts will rise, your peace will rise. You can go for basic education, higher education, anything in relationship, marriage, child progeny. This is beautiful transit, okay? Now, when this Sun, Mercury, and Venus will enter the Gemini sign from 14 June, means Venus will enter on 12 June, Sun will enter on 15 June, and Mercury on 14 June, so almost near to same. So this conjunction is another beautiful conjunction. These three are the intellect planets, okay? So Mercury, Sun together, they make Buddhaditya. But even when Venus connect, this is the combination of intellect, beautiful intellect, without any hindrance in the next house, which is the third house of any malefic planet. So that means at this time you will use your intellect, your education, your hard work, your intelligence in the right direction without any hindrance. For the children, this is the right time to study hard and get good marks in your subjects. Without any hindrance, you will definitely get very good marks. It's a beautiful combination happening. Other than that, if you have any hindrance in your chart, your Lagna chart, okay, your natal chart, maybe because of that you might foresee any kind of malefic results. But still, because the transits are very beautiful, definitely you will see that uh, your intelligence is rising, your intellect is rising, you are able to take wise decision for yourself. If you will work hard, you will get definitely far better marks than yesterday what the transits were, okay? So this is a very beautiful transit, because the three intellect planets are conjunct together in the second house, and whenever it conjunct without any hindrance in the next house from the malefic planet, this gives very good knowledge, and the person even works very hard and is able to grasp information nicely, and even he or she can assure to get good marks in all the subjects, most of the subjects, okay? So now, talking about Rahu and Ketu. Rahu and Ketu are transiting in your 11th and 5th house. Whenever Ketu is transiting in the 5th house, and even Rahu, so it definitely creates hindrance in the child progeny, in relationship, and even you are not able to focus in your daily education, and not just education, creativity, everything. You are not able to focus. Why? Because you have a lot of desires. Because Rahu sitting in the 11th house, give you a lot of desires, and even opportunities come your way. So you are focusing more on the social life, your gains, maybe several other things, and because of which you are not able to focus on the fifth house. Now, aspect of Jupiter on the Ketu, the fifth aspect, will remove all those hindrances, so you will be able to focus without any trouble on your education, your relationship, uh, and even if you were looking for child progeny, this is the right time. As I said, for all those people who are willing to compete at this time, or looking for any competitive exam or any result, either in the job or in the higher education, any education or in the services, this is a very beautiful combination. Why? I explained you very nicely how the three intellect planets sitting together in the second house, and even when they will be there in the first house with the Jupiter, there won't be any hindrance from malefic planet in the second house next to that house. Like if they will be conjunct in the first house, in the second house no malefic planet is there. When the three planets will be conjunct in the second house, in the next third house no malefic planet is there. That means you will see whatever you are studying, you will be able to grasp that knowledge very easily, and with that you will be able to get good marks, matlab far better marks than what you get usually in your exam. Maybe last time you got 60%. Now this time you will be able to get 70%. Last time you got 70, you may be able to get 80%. The improvement is foreseen for all those people who are going to give any kind of exam in June. Okay, it's a very beautiful time. for all the Taurus, Lagna Rashi people. Now, talking about Saturn. Saturn being in your 10th house. Now, 10th house Saturn definitely make you focus towards your career. Now, here, there is a trick. Whenever Saturn is there in the 10th house, definitely it will make you focus in that area for the 2.5 years. But make sure what it actually desires. Saturn always makes you work hard in that area. It won't give you very easily. It will push you to work hard, and because it is aspecting your 12th house, so somewhere it will disturb your sleep, it will disturb your travels, it will disturb your expenditure, it will disturb those areas until and unless you surrender to Saturn, surrender to it. Because what Saturn wants, it wants you to work hard selflessly. What is 12th house? Selflessly do something, okay, in your life. So when you are working in your career, work in your career selflessly, okay, without expecting much in return. You do it first selflessly, start it, work hard. Do not think about your daily routine life, like especially you have to go somewhere, you want to visit your friend, you want to travel somewhere, you want to spend money on some other things. Instead of that, you have to spend on your career maybe, and maybe you have to sleep at this time. Now you cannot sleep because you are working late night. So Saturn wants you to do that. Now Saturn's aspect on your 4th house, what does it mean? It means somewhere it will even disturb your home life, your peace, your mental peace, your comforts, everything will be disturbed. Why? Because it will push you to work hard in your career. And if you want that result, what is the 7th to any house? Is the public. So 7th to your career is what? Your home life. So what your mother sees, what your home sees in you, what you are especially doing in your career, they are like public. They are going to look at you, they are going to judge you. So everything what you are doing also will get you peace and comfort later, when transit of Saturn will happen in the uh, 11th house and other different houses. So whatever it is pushing you for in your career today, it will give you result, it will reap the results later when it will transits in 11, 12, first, second houses, okay. So this is how it actually give results. Now another important thing about this transit is that in June especially, Saturn is also uh, aspecting your Scorpio sign 7th house. Jupiter is also aspecting it. Rahu is also aspecting it. And along with these three planets, the crucial planets, the bigger planets, okay, Mars is also aspecting it with the 8th aspect, and three planets sitting in the first house, Venus, Sun, Mercury, till 14 June, are even aspecting your Scorpio sign. So almost all the planets are aspecting your Scorpio sign except for Ketu. Now, I can assure you, in the for all the Taurus, Lagna, and Rashi people, because 7th house is getting activated, many of you are going to start a new business or will get into a new conjugal bond, that is marriage. You might tie knot at this time, or you might find the right partner for marriage at this time. So it's very crucial times, especially in June, and for the next 1 year also, the three planets will definitely aspect it: Saturn, Rahu, and Jupiter. A very beautiful time for all the Taurus people. Now talking about Geminis. For Gemini, Lagna Rashi, for you, your Lagna Lord, Mercury is transiting in the 12th house along with Jupiter, Venus, and Sun till 14 June. So when the Lagna Lord is there in the 12th house, somewhere you are feeling very lonely at this time, but your expenditures are also rising. You are going to travel to far places, okay. So this is beautiful time. Even you might get very spiritual also, because the aspect of Jupiter is going in 3rd house, 5th house, and 7th house. Marriage opportunities, start of a new relationship, child progeny, some new developments in your education, maybe some skill development is also seen, initiation of something in your life, maybe marriage, business, any new opportunity also can be foreseen, because especially related to marriage and career, because the lord of your 7th and 10th is going in the 12th house from foreign places, and because the lord of your 1st and 4th house is also there. So something for your comforts, you can spend something for your comforts, and you might see happiness in traveling to different places, that can also be there. And even because the lord of your 11th house and 5th house, along with your uh, your third house, is even there in the 12th house. So somewhere you are seeing some travels, some changes, and some expenditures. So this can be foreseen till 14th June only. After that, what I see is that for most of the Gemini people, after 14th June, especially when this combination of Sun, Venus, and Mercury, the three intellect planet, okay, uh, these particularly three intellect planet, till the time they were there in the 12th house with Jupiter, definitely these three planets along with Jupiter, the planet of wisdom, they were together. Very beautiful combination. You were able to think very deeply. Some intuitive powers one can foresee at this time. Maybe you get some messages through, messages through your dreams about your future. That also I can very clearly see for most of the Gemini. And after 14th June, the three intellect planet, that is Sun, Mercury, and Venus in the first house. This is again a strong combination of three intellect planet. Anyone who is into education, especially basic education or your higher education, and even you are going for any competition, whether in your for anything like for higher education, also for even services and job also, then this particular combination will help you in this, because you will be these three planets when they are conjunct together, these intellect, without any hindrance of malefic planet in the next house, in the second house, like, okay, then whatever you will learn through your intellect, whatever you will grasp, it won't go in vain. Means that knowledge will remain sustained in your head. And if you are going for any competition or any exam, you can I can assure you that you will get very good marks at this time. Okay, it's a very beautiful conjunction. It's one of the best conjunction if no hindrance is there in the second house. And in June, when these three intellect planet, when they are conjuncting with whether it be Jupiter, planet of wisdom, or together in the first house, they are getting no hindrance in the second house of malefic effect, malefic planet. So this is very beautiful transit for all the children who are in school, higher education, or for any competition, whether for career services or even for your higher education or any kind of bachelor's, master's, PhD, whatever. So you have to compete and clear the entrance. This is the right time for you all. Okay. Now another important thing that I would like to mention, because your Rahu and Ketu are transiting in 10th house and 4th house, definitely some major shifts have happened in your career. Beautiful shifts, because Rahu is what? Rahu is not expansion, but it's like explosion, sudden explosion. So whenever it enters somewhere, it gives sudden explosion in those areas. And Ketu is what? Ketu is like a flagship. Okay, so there also you will see good changes, good transformation. It doesn't mean that you will be bereft of those all those things in your life. If it is transiting in your fourth house, it simply means you have comfort, but you won't desire to so much of uh, you have everything, you have home, you have mother, you have all the comforts, still you won't desire that. Okay, why? Your focus is completely in your career. Okay, that it actually means. It doesn't mean you will be bereft of all these things, you suddenly will be void of all these things in your life. When if it is transiting in your fourth house, it doesn't mean that. It means you will have, but you won't desire to focus much on it. So because your whole focus is in the 10th house where Rahu is placed, and you will definitely see some good changes, because ultimately your intellect planets are transiting in your 12th house. So if you are into investments, you can definitely invest at this time, because most of the planets are going the 12th house. 12th house is not just about foreign, even expenditure, bed pleasure, and all those things, but it is even about investments. Okay, so you can invest at this time. Now talking about Saturn, Saturn is transiting in your ninth house. Now the eighth house lord in ninth house, definitely your luck is increasing at this time, but with lot of hurdles. Some hurdles, some transformations are definitely there, but Saturn is going to increase your luck. It is aspecting your 11th house, your social circle. Whatever social circle is there, it's very small, but that circle is definitely very hardworking. They are very intelligent, very hardworking, okay, minded, because Saturn is aspecting the 11th house. So right now your social circle is very small, but they are very hardworking. And it is also asking you to not focus much on the social life and all those things. You just focus on the areas related to your skill development, because it is aspecting your third house. Short distance travel, you need to work hard, okay. Third house, it is all about you need to work hard. And social life is definitely important when it aspect the 11th house. Social life definitely becomes important, but in a lesser space with lesser friends. You have to make your social life, you can't have a big circles. Only those people who are relevant in your life, who are hardworking, those kind of people, you have to, you know um, you have to connect with in your social life, okay. That's what, for you, especially for your skill development, because it is aspecting your third house also. It talks about skill development, hard work, and daily travels, okay. And even some connection with your younger siblings also. And you will see at this time some of you might visit to some pilgrimages or become more dharmic, because it's transiting in your ninth house. Anything you might do mantra sadhana also, and even you get connected with your father on the daily basis, and he can help you in a lot of transformations in your life, okay. Along with that, if I majorly see in the June that lot many planets are aspecting Scorpio sign, which is coming in your sixth house, except for Ketu. Every planet is aspecting sixth house. Now Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Mars with the eighth aspect, along with that Venus, Mercury, and Sun till 14 June are aspecting Scorpio sign, that's the sixth house. So anyone who wanted to take loan for property, vehicle, anything, that's the right time for you. Anyone who wanted to, rent something, rent their property, that's the right time. You had a court case, litigation fight, you can win over it. You wanted to start a new service or a job or career, you want to win over any competition, you had a competition, you wanted to clear that competition, this is the best time. June is the best time for you all, especially for all those people who are in the service sectors, okay. Public service sectors, government service sectors, and even where competition is required, okay. So this was all. So I have already talked about Mars sitting in the 11th house, which is lord of your 11th house also, and 6th house also. So this is basically talking about that till 14 June. Definitely, because the 6th house lord is sitting in the 11th house, it is going 6 places away. Some cut, some burn, some blood related issues can happen till 14 June, but it won't be, I can, it won't be so, you know, so hard, so harsh, because your lung lord is still very strong, sitting with the 12th house lord in the 12th house till 14 June. But after that, your lung lord will be in Lagna, making it a very strong combination for a good health, good mind, good personality. So even the Mars is there in the Aries sign. So sixth house Lord going 6 places away in its own sign. Okay, so it's not a bad combination. It can be a very small injury, cut, or any burn, and even sprain, all those things can happen, but it will be very small, very trivial. Maybe I don't think many of you might face also those issues till 14 June. So this was all for Gemini. Now I will talk about Cancer Lagna Rashi. For Cancer Lagna Rashi, Mars is transiting in your 10th house. Now 10th house Mars is very beautiful transit, especially because it's your 5th house lord also. So anyone who is into product selling, any kind of product selling, even into creative fields, any engineering field where you are involved into any kind of product development, whether it mean the software product development, or any mechanical or civil person who develop a product, okay, and they sell it. So if you are into all those areas, and if you are into trading also, that's a very good time. If you are a teacher, that also will connect you very beautifully for all those people. And if you wanted to see a change, a transformation in your career, another good time for you. So most probably this is a very beautiful time for all those people who want to see a new change in your career. This June is perfect for Cancer Lagna Rashi. Now talking about another transit, another beautiful transit of Mercury, which is the lord of your 12th house and your third house, is transiting in the 11th house with Jupiter, Venus, the lord of your, your 11th house and your fourth house, and Sun. Okay, So Sun, Mercury, Venus. Sun is the lord of your second house, and Jupiter in the 11th house. Very beautiful transit for all those people who were looking for job in foreign countries or MNCs. This is the best time for you. You can see a rise in your salary, rise in your income at this time. Your willpower will increase, your strength will increase. You will be able to compete with people. Okay, this is the right time for you all. And any competitive exam, any litigation, any fight, you can win over it. It's a very beautiful transit till 14th June. I can mention it till 15th June also. So it's a very beautiful transit. And as I said, you can take anything on loan also. You want to buy a vehicle, property, anything. This is the right time for that also. And you want to rent your property, another good time. So as I said, it's a beautiful transit for you all. Now, because as I mentioned, Jupiter is transiting in your 11th house. So whenever Jupiter transits in your 11th house, so whatever desires you had earlier, now it's time to fulfill all those desires, especially related to your third house, okay, your fifth house, and your seventh house. So all those people who wanted to get married, okay, who wanted to have a new relationship, child progeny, they all can foresee it. And even not just that, anyone who were expecting uh, to start a new business at this time, okay, you were uh, expecting to begin something in your life as a career, maybe marriage, a new relationship, you wanted a child in your life. This is all about desire fulfillment. Even you can see your younger siblings and your elder siblings, they also are seeing beautiful changes. They will also progress in their life, okay, at this time, in this 1 year. But especially for June, this is very good transit. Any desire fulfillment can happen, like related to child progeny, marriage, start of a new business, in your basic education, change in your career, even travels, even any skill development, anything can happen at this time because these whole transits and the conjunction is happening in your 11th house. Now, when Mercury, Sun, and Venus will transit in your 12th house, these three intellect planets together in the 12th house will form Buddhaditya along with Venus. So, what will happen? The 12th house Lord will be there in the 12th house, and along with that, second house and your 11th house, your fourth and your third house will be there. So when these planets together will sit, some way, some people might go far away from your home. If you are a student, you can definitely get opportunity to study in foreign university or universities or institutes in different states far away from your home. You will definitely go far away from your home at this time, especially if Mahadasha Antar and Pratyantar triggers that. You will definitely have travel for your skill development, for your money gain. Definitely you will travel far away from your home. So many people can start a new career in foreign lands or far away from their home, because skill development is also going over there. Money gains are also coming from foreign lands. Along with that, expenditure is also going to happen. Okay, your comforts, your home is coming, is going in the foreign place. Okay, so definitely it can be foreseen at this time. Many of you might even buy home in foreign land at this time. Okay, this is also foreseen. Now, another thing, Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is transiting in your ninth house and Ketu is transiting in your third house. So whenever Rahu transit in the ninth house, definitely it takes you far away from home. Okay, definitely you are going to travel to either to foreign place, or either for a higher education or for career to foreign place, or far away from your home. Maybe if you are North Indian, you might go to South India. East Indian, you go to West India. Okay, like that. So far, it's 1,000 above kilometers. Okay, at least 1,000 kilometers, more than that. So, because ninth house is basically the travel through airplane. That much distance is there. So as I said, 1,000 kilometer at least. Now, talking about Saturn. Saturn is transiting in your 8th house. This is a very tricky position for Saturn, but being the lord of your 7th house and 8th house, whenever you will start a new business or whatever business you are doing, or even your marriage, that will always go through some upheavals and transformation, because it is even the lord of your 8th house. So right now you are actually gaining through your business, because the 7th house lord is going in the 8th house. You are able to make more money with your spouse, joint money together. You are able to gain from your spouse. He she is able to make good money, joint money together you are able to make. Even whatever investments you did earlier, you are able to increase those investments at this time in the form of FD shares or other like insurance stocks. Along with that, for all those people who are into research, they will also see very good change, especially if you're doing PhD or any research related higher education, or even if you are a scientist, then this is a beautiful transit for you. For professors also who are into research, because this 8th house Saturn is aspecting your 10th house, so it is also affecting your 10th house, your career. So somewhere some research is definitely involved. So whatever career you are in right now, you have to research a lot, because ultimately the aspect of Saturn is also going in the second house, so it will even affect your family life, your money. So some instability was there. Okay, earlier some instability was definitely there, but now the transits are seeing some new changes, some fresh changes, like the transit of Jupiter in the 11th house will aspect Ketu sitting in the second house. Now what will happen? Whatever problems you were seeing in your family life, some detachment was there, maybe mentally or physically, maybe you were not able to focus much in your family affairs, even you saw instability in your money which was there in your account. Okay, some instability over there. Now the aspect of Jupiter over there, the fifth aspect in the second house, you will see some new changes. All the blockages will be removed, and you will slowly see flow of flow of income. And even as I said, because the 11th house transit of Jupiter along with other planets, some desire fulfillment, definitely, whether it be related to your business, marriage, relationship, child progeny, start of something new, in career, anything. As I said, June is all about your desire fulfillment, some new desire fulfillment. Okay, the beautiful transits happening in June. So I have already talked about most of the planets. These all are going to give you lot of good results. So this was all for all the four lagnas: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. Anyone who wish to get paid consultation can contact me on my WhatsApp number, and two forms that are available. You can fill up those forms and I will get in touch with you. Namaste. Thank you so much.